what's going on, everybody out there in YouTube land? This is Roy at Horizon Picks, my eBay store name, Horizon Picks, as well as this YouTube channel. Come check me out, look at my other videos. This is a sales update video for the month of August up until yesterday, the 10th of August. There's going to be 36 sales that I'm going to be showing. I've had over 50 for the month so far, so the summer's been rolling along nicely. July was my best month so far. No slowdown in sight. Lately, I've been seeing three trends that you want to look out for those resellers out there and people who like to flip items like I do. And I do this full time. The first thing is NFL season is starting up. September 11th is the kickoff. I've noticed some items selling pretty quickly for the NFL. You'll see in my lineup video I'm going to show you next. Next up is the Olympics. Unless you've been under a rock for the last couple weeks, it's been everything Olympics every night. And I do have one item that sold immediately, which I was excited about, and I was excited to find it. And last but not least is back to school. Labor Day is around the corner, guys, and that means back to school. Everything from school supplies to backpacks to other things for the kids, clothing. You're going to want to look out for that stuff. So just some trends I've been seeing as I've been selling and picking and flipping out there. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you think. Thumbs up, hopefully. And thanks for watching.
Okay, guys, we're back. And sorry about the video issue there. I'm working on getting my video, the best video set up I can kind of get going to do these types of update videos with the technology. So here's my top 36. We'll start it off here. These are 30-day fixed price mostly. Most of them have shipping added on, which you'll see. And I will let you know what I paid for it, where I got it, if there's anything interesting about it, and if I took a best offer, I'll let you know. Starting off, film. This film, got it in a box lot with other cameras. I had kind of piled up some film. This I got full price, 12 bucks. I had it up for about a month or so, and easy to ship. Even though it is, as you see here, it's expired in 1991, people still buy old expired film. So definitely something that's still sellable. Probably paid $1, not even, probably like 50 cents for these at an auction in a box lot. NFL's starting up, guys. Like I said, this hat just sold today. Actually, it's the 11th today, so this sold full price, 12 bucks. Got this at a yard sale for $1. Had it for a little while and eventually sold. These micro cassette recorders are a really good seller. I pick these up usually at flea markets for $1. I never pay more than $2 for these. I got $15 for this one. I had it up a little bit higher, and it's just a matter of time before they sell. It's a good idea to always, good idea. Goes without saying, you should be testing all these electronics. This one, I do have a pack of the small micro cassettes, so I'm able to test it and make sure it checks out. These American Chopper DVDs, I got these at an auction. I think I paid either $2 or $3 for it. I took a best offer of $15 on these just because I wanted to move them along. They're a little bulky in the bins, and I'd had them for a few months, and off they went. Media mail, you could send them. And like I said, I probably paid a couple bucks from an auction. I sold out. As you see here, I had originally 10 lots of these SD cards, and I was bundling up as 5 per lot. I had about 50 originally. I sold all 10 lots. On the SD cards, I took 2 out of these 5. 2 were $18.99. I think I took 17, and then I went as low as $15. I did have free shipping here. These shipped at about 2 or 3 ounces and a little flat little mailer with some cardboard to protect them. I got these originally all 50 cards. I paid $15 at a flea market. So do the math. It's easy money, and I'm done with those. So nice bit of profit there. Polaroid Spectra. This is kind of the redheaded stepchild of the Polaroid family. Most people don't say they don't sell this. It doesn't sell. Whatever. Same repeat buyer came, gave me. I took a best offer of $15 on this. I always pay $1 for these Polaroids. I get them at flea markets. I've gotten them at yard sales. They're plentiful and they are a good profit. New Kids on the Block. I got this at a flea market. It was practically mint. Just the one sticker is peeling up. You could see it right in here. It's hard to show. Other than that, it was almost mint. I paid $2 at a flea market. Had this in for a couple months. I took a best offer of $15. It did fit into a regional rate A box, so I did was able to ship it for cheap. I think this went to New York, close as well. Rollerblade. A lot of rollerblade gear and rollerblades sell well for me. I had gotten these with 2 other sets of rollerblades and sold these separately because they were in really great shape. On the rollerblade pads, I did get full price $16. I think I had these up for $20 originally and just relisted them, and they're ready to go. And they probably had all of maybe $1, $1.02 at the most in these. The rollerblades originally I bought at a yard sale. This PS3 game I had up for a couple weeks. I got this with a couple other items at a flea market. I did pay $20 for all of these, about a good bag full, maybe half a dozen different toys. This game was in there. I paid $20 on the fight night. I did get the full price of $23. I did do free shipping on this, so I probably sold it for around 20-ish, and then after fees, of course. So off it went. These are great. The steampunk glasses do well for me. I have so many pairs of these. These actually I listed just as kind of a test in that last week I was at a flea market and I bought a couple things from a guy, and I found these at the bottom of a box with some tools, and they were kind of dingy. I cleaned them up. He actually gave them to me for free, which was really nice of him. And I will certainly go back and buy more, but I took a best offer on these at $22.50. I did do the free shipping, but it's all profit. These steampunk glasses, I keep calling them that because they do have this kind of anything with this mesh side here. I mean, they are, traditional shop safety goggles, safety glasses, but they're just super cool. And people nowadays will actually take these lenses out and get actual prescription glasses or even sunglasses made out of them. They're wicked cool and definitely something to look out for. Again, these were free. These Jordans, nothing too major about these Jordans. I took a best offer of $21 on these. These just sold yesterday. I'm happy to get these out. I bought these actually at a yard sale, and the cool thing was originally the lady wanted $10 for these. I said, well, how about $5? And then I really didn't want to pay $5, but she ended up selling me a Radio Flyer 2-person, 2-child wagon, which was almost mint. And originally she had $20 on it, but I said, hey, I'd like to buy that. Can I do 15? So I paid $5 for these, but only 10 for the wagon, which a couple weeks later I sold for 80 on Craigslist. So sometimes, it's worth it to pay up. And again, these are just really cool Jordans. They're not, I don't think these are Nike. I think they're just Michael Jordan brand, but you could see it's actually got all of his championships and everything on the bottom of the shoe, which I thought was really neat. and some kid would really like that. Yeah, this transformer, got this at a flea market, paid $1. If it starts to rain, I tell you, I've gotten some great deals in the rain, about to rain, just rained. It was about to rain at a flea market. A lady was putting her stuff into bins. I saw this. The box was a little bit rough, and I actually did go in when I did this listing. It's hard to see, but I actually did tape the bottom of the box together and made it kind of back intact. This sold overnight for full price, 20 bucks. Again, I paid $1, and off it goes. JanSport, probably the 5th or 6th JanSport bag I've sold since the winter, the new season of picking outside, shall we say. I got this I think I got this at the Goodwill. The Goodwill had a half off day, and the bags at the Goodwill are usually $4.97, so I paid half of that, so probably $2.50 into this. The JanSport bag, I took a best offer, $20. It was in fantastic shape, very little, if any, wear on it, and had it was legit. I mean, JanSport is, if you look even at Staples right now, they sell JanSport bags for $30, $40, sometimes up to $50 for a bag. So even with my profit, the person that bought this got a good deal. Metallica, great band, great seller. This is about the second or third Metallica item I've sold in the last couple months. Had gotten this at a yard sale with a whole bunch of hats off of a guy. I probably paid $2 for this. I had it in my store for a couple months, and I did get the full price of $19 for this. And off it goes. Adidas. I've sold Adidas bags before. This I got at a flea market for, I think I paid $1. I got it with a bunch of other bags. It was kind of folded up and didn't look like much, and I kept it like that, and I just kind of had it in a group of stuff I got off of one person, and almost everything I remember they had was $1. So for this and the Adidas full price, 18 bucks, and off it goes. This, when I ship these, they go into a Tyvek mailer. I do like one on each end and kind of tape it in the middle. Sometimes with a little bit of cardboard to protect it. Also with Adidas, one thing you want to look out for too, this the three triangle kind of logo here is the new logo. Right now, anything with the old Adidas leaf logo, it looks like a leaf, that is older and kind of dips into the vintage market, which is sometimes super hot. People will pay for that. So definitely something to look out for. I mean, you see that this did sell, but the older Adidas stuff sells even better. Another one of these Super Soaker, I sold one or two or maybe three of these last month. I had them in my sales videos on the Super Soaker. I took a best offer of $22.50 on this. I got this with a bunch of Nerf guns at a yard sale. I paid, the kid had a sticker of $3, and since I bought a whole bunch of stuff, I think I paid $2 for this. So nice profit there. This comes off. This was easy to fit into one of the boxes from the post office. Yard Guard, have, like you see there, I actually had 4 of these at one point. I sold another 2 of these. These are using the promoted listings on eBay, and the new, where I guess they put you into ads to pump up your sales. On the Yard Guard, I sold one for $20, best off for $20, and one for $22.50. So, and I have one more of these left. I keep finding these at a local auction from a couple different sellers, and I'm usually paying anywhere from $2 to $3 for these, and it's great. You pick more up, you just add them to your quantity, and they sell. The Born shoes have done well with this brand. Took a best offer of $25 on these shoes. The reason I took so low of an offer was, like I had said, the Goodwill had a half off day, and I bought probably a dozen, maybe like 10, at least 10 pairs of shoes. And this was the first one that I sold. I basically made up my money on all of the shoes by selling these. So I was willing to take a little bit of a lower offer. The Born shoes, these were in really great shape. Didn't really require much, just the wipe, and off they went. The shoes at the Goodwill are usually $6.97, so at the half off I paid about $3.50 for these. Okay, here's another NFL. This Jaguars jacket, I took a best offer of $25 on this. I got this last weekend at a flea market, or actually no, it was like 2 weeks ago at a flea market, and I actually bought this along with two other NFL items, one of which is coming up, and I paid $5 for all three items. And on this, I got 25 for this one. Here's just I did wash it. I actually put it in the wash because it was white, and it came out just spectacular. It was super clean, very little wear at all. It did have a little bit of kind of marking you could see along here. I don't know if that's just kind of age or what along the rim here, but for $25, I was happy to sell this one. And here we go. Here's the other one. The Falcons jacket, I took a best offer of $27 on this one. Ooh, okay, sorry about that, guys. I had to clear my throat and grab a drink of water there. Yeah, this Falcons, got this at a flea market with the other Jaguars jacket. It was in great shape. I probably could have gotten more for it. It did have some fading, which you can see here along one shoulder. It is NFL brand, and I think Apex 1 is still Reebok. I'm pretty sure. So, you know, it's a great thing. The upcoming NFL season, I'm sure somebody's going to be really happy with that. This is one of the guns I got with the Super Soaker and a whole bunch of other Nerf guns. The Praxis, took a best offer of $22.50 on this. I had gotten a bunch of these Praxis guns, and I had no discs. I actually did go on, I believe I went on Amazon, and for I think $5.99 with Prime, I ordered a sleeve of these discs so I could test them out. And this sold pretty quickly, within a few days. And I have, I think, 2 or 3 more of these guns to sell. So sometimes, it's worth investing a little bit of money into something. And I'm going to keep the discs in case I find these guns again. I've sold these. I've sold the Vortex Praxis probably 2 or 3 times over the last couple of years. It's pretty popular. Oh, and on this, I had given this kid for a whole bin of, I think I probably got 8 different Nerf guns. I gave him $20. So, I probably had a couple dollars into this, and like I said, the $6 for the discs. So I'll be listing the other ones, and I'm sure I'll be well into the profit. This Fisher-Price Imaginext, I rolled up on a yard sale in the spring, and this lady was the end of the yard sale, and this lady had some great stuff, and this was one she had a whole ton of these Imaginext, and this guy was just the biggest and baddest one that I saw. I think I gave her $5 for this. And on the T-Rex, took a best offer of $20. Had it again since the spring. I kind of wanted to move it on. He's a little bit big and bulky. He actually is missing. He had this cool like visor that went over his eyes and stuff that is missing here. So if he was complete, I probably would have asked for maybe like $32 for this guy, and she threw in this little dude, which I don't know if he goes with it, but he looks cool. So anyway, off he goes. He fit into the second largest priority box from the Postal Service. He just fit in there. Oh, this really nice shoulder bag. It's a beautiful, supple cowhide leather. I had gotten this almost regretted this big bin of handbags that I got at auction for a couple dollars. I ended up, none of the bags were nice. They were all knockoff, fake, kind of like ripped, whatever. And this was at the very bottom. And if you look at, if you look here, whenever you see this, whenever you see cowhide or genuine, or give a feel to it, and it just feels soft. It feels of a higher quality. And I had this up actually for like 35, 40 bucks, and I just kept lowering it. I took a best offer of $27 on this. I was able to kind of roll it up into, I think it fit into a legal or a padded flat rate. And the bin at the auction, I paid less than $5. I ended up selling a couple of the knockoff bags at a flea market. I believe I literally gave away the rest. So I was happy to get something back and some profit out of that. These Nikes, I got these a couple weeks ago at the Goodwill for $6.97. I originally hoped that they would fit me. They were just a little bit. It's one size too big. I usually take a 12. These were size 13. I bought them knowing that I would be able to sell them, and sure enough, I took a best offer of $25 on these. Just a little bit too big for me to use myself. And one of the things about it is, you can see here, it's got some gunk in the sole. I mean, they are used, not too abused. They have these kind of Nike shocks kind of back on them. Really cool, really nice sneakers, and I wish they fit me. So anyway, the old wheatgrass juicer. I got this over the winter at the Goodwill. I got it on a half off day for $2.50. I think it was the $4.97 price. But I opened it up. Everything was there except this little white cap was missing. So it actually didn't hold on this big part when you try to grind the juice. I'm pretty familiar with juicers and wheatgrass and that kind of healthy stuff. So I knew I would be able to sell this. This was selling at one point for like 50 to 60 bucks. But I went on eBay actually, and for $5 with free shipping, I bought this little nut that was from it. And on the juicer, I took a best offer of $27.50 on it. Still made some profit there. Was happy to move it along. It's a cool model. It actually suction cups to your counter. Had extra little rubber gaskets, and off it goes. Harley, great brand, sells great for me. Can't keep anything for long, don't want to. Everything Harley, I pick it up because it sells. Pretty much it's one of the best brands that I sell. Took a best offer on this gym bag of $30.50. I sold this actually today. It'll be going out tomorrow. I hadn't seen this online at all. I couldn't find this bag. So originally had this quite high, kept lowering it, and eventually I took that offer. I got this at an auction in a bin. This was kind of in there. I actually got a couple other decent items out of the bin, which I've since sold. And this I was happy that this went to somebody because it's pretty cool, and it's practical. It has like no wear on it. It looks like somebody, people sometimes they go nuts. They buy stuff to like go to the gym with, and then they quit the gym, and I don't know, just don't use the stuff they bought. The Yellow Submarine. These figures I got at a local auction. I paid, these were in a box with some other stuff. I paid, I think, $7 for the box, strictly because obviously these were in there. They were filthy when I originally got them, and I just sat there with a damp rag as I watched TV and slowly got the funk, and, they were very dirty. They looked like they were in somebody's basement. some fun times with the Beatles here, I guess. But they cleaned up nice. On the Beatles, I took a best offer of $30. I could have just probably held out for 35, but these all fit into a regional rate A box, so it went for a little bit cheaper shipping, and happy to move them along. I had no idea there's actually this George Harrison button from that movie as well that I included. Don't know if it was valuable or not. It is marked 1968, whatever. Don't know. Oh, these are by McFarlane also, which you could tell they're incredibly detailed. Hey, more filters that I don't know what they are, but it doesn't matter. I sold them. The 5-piece filters, I took a best offer for $25. I got these along with some other filters that I had in a sales update video, and it goes to show I don't really know what this is. It's lab filters. They're filtering, cleaning something. And I got these and the other filters, which I sold, I think, for around the same price. I paid $5 for this bin, and it was full of light bulbs on the top, which I actually dumped and just left them at the auction for somebody else to buy. And I took these, so happy with that. And the bin was a nice bin too, so I made out well on that on my $5. Oh, this Bat Pod. This is a really cool light up toy with all kinds of sounds and things from the movie. You can actually, he does like kind of flip around, and it's just a really cool RC toy. Took a best offer of $30 on this. I had a few different offers in the beginning. I kind of held out, and I actually got this with the PS3 boxing game that I showed earlier, and some other toys as well that I still have up to sell. So I originally paid $20 for this. The lady wanted $10. She was like, I have to get $10 for this. So the best offer I took on $30. I'm kind of okay with that. It's not optimal, but considering I sold the boxing game, and I have a couple other things that I got from her, I'm okay with it. It's not great, and there's still profit though. At that same flea market, same day, I got this New Bright Ram truck. It's a large truck with the wheels, kind of monster truck. Had the battery, had the charger, had everything, and a little boy, was actually playing with it, which is the best scenario. So it works. He was happy to sell it to me. And the mom, I said, how much? And the mom said 50 cents. Well, I ended up buying this and a couple other things. I gave her $1. I never have change when I go to these flea markets. I'm not a 50 cent. I always will usually give up $1. I mean, it's $1. And what did I sell this for? Best offer, I took a $28.50 on this. So again, on my $1, happy to do it. These New Bright trucks. This one also had an issue. The inside part was like kind of loose. It's hard to see it. You could see it there. The inside, it was like pushed and a little bit loose. So it still wasn't perfect, but it sold and it ran great. So someone's happy with that. This jersey, got this at a small local auction. I got this with one or two other jerseys. I got two jerseys, and I paid $5 for both. So this is it's a 4XL. It's a large Hardwood Classics NBA. It's a huge dude would wear this. If you could see how big it is on my little mannequin that I have there. On the Knicks, I took a best offer of $40, and this sold within about a week. So on my 250 Walt Clyde Frazier, $40. Head-to-Head Perfection, I got this at a flea market. I got it for $2. I saw it. I'd sold the game Perfection more than once, but I hadn't seen this Head-to-Head Perfection. and it has 50, count them, 50 little pieces here. And I actually didn't inspect it when I bought it, and when I got home I was astonished that it was in such great shape, and somebody really took good care of this, and all the pieces were there. So on the Perfection, once again, full price, $35. So I think when if I find these again, I'm going to raise the price, because this one sold within a day or two. So, you know, $35 on my $2. Urkel. This is about the second or third time this season I've sold this toy. He was a little bit rougher than the last one. The last one I had was almost mint. What happens with these is people pull on it and his voice box gets messed up. But you can actually get him to talk if you pull it and release it kind of slowly. You can kind of understand what he says. But he is new in box nonetheless. On the Urkel for full price, $40, and off he went. I think I got him at a auction. He was in a bin with some other toys, and I think I paid $9 for the bin. So, and I can't really remember what else was in the bin, but on the $40, I'll do that all day. Hey, here it is. Here's my item, Olympic item. This is a vintage 1996 Olympic Dream Team USA basketball jersey. This was from Atlanta, I believe. This is not the original Dream Team, which was in 1992. This one was in 1996, and you know, it's an awesome piece. I got this at the Goodwill on my way out. It was on the half off day. Somebody brought out a rack, and I found this on the rack, totally random. It was $1.97 with half off, so I paid $1 for this. And again, I took a best offer of $45 on this, and I sold it within about 2 to 3 days. The next two items are global shipping program rather. They're international shipping sales. This Vico strainer, I've sold these types of items before. This one's kind of cool because it has the original stand. And this is to make applesauce, or I suppose you can grind all kinds of things with this. It did have a little bit of a ding right here on the edge. On the strainer, had the original pestle. This got full price and went to Italy. So I got this in a auction. I probably paid about $2 for it. I remember when I got it, nobody kind of wanted it, and I picked it up. Hey, Dremel. I got a bunch of stacks of these Dremels from a local auction. Originally, they had a bunch. These were all trying to be sold separately, and then they just made stacks of these Dremel sanding pads, all different kinds. And this was one stack I picked up. I think the stacks were maybe $1 or $2. This sold for full price and is going to be going. I forget what country this is going to. I sold this morning actually. So full price, $30. And last but not least, this is my top seller so far for the month. This JVC camcorder. This is the second time I've sold this particular type of camcorder. It's really cool. It's little. I got this at a local auction, and they had pulled some bins and pulled some electronics out. I know I paid no more than $3 for this, maybe $2 to $3, and it had the camcorder, the instructions, the battery. And I actually, if you recognize this little SD card, that was one extra I had from all those lots I was selling that I showed earlier. That was compatible with this, so this actually takes 2 of the SD cards, but it basically gets you started. And then I went on and on eBay, and I got this replacement charger for the battery, and it all worked, which is awesome. It was all functional, as you see here. you always, when you take pictures of cameras, you always want to show it working. You want to show all the details of the camera. This one's pretty small. I mean, you can see there. And take good pictures, guys. It really helps. This sold within about a week, and I took a best offer at $80. So that's it. That's my top 36 so far for the month of August. I have over 50 sales so far. The summer it's burning up. It's wicked hot right now on Thursday the 11th. Please check out my store at Horizon Picks. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know if you have any questions, like, dislike, whatever. And thanks for watching.